Today we're taking a look at these NHL matches, which are happening on Saturday, June 4, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Going back to our video, we will give you 2 betting picks for each game, a team pick and a total pick based on facts and detailed explanation. So make sure to watch our videos till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. Edmonton Oilers vs Colorado Avalanche. Our team pick is Oilers to win. And here is why. The Avalanche have controlled this series with their offense stepping up and scoring 12 goals in the first 2 games. Nathan MacKinnon, Gabriel Landeskog and Valeri Nichushkin have scored 3 goals and 3 assists combined to lead the top line, but the rest of the offense has stepped up as well. Mikko Rantanen, Nazem Kadri and Artturi Lehkonen have combined for 4 goals and 7 assists to add depth to the forward unit, while defensemen Cale Makar and Devon Toews have opened up the offense with a goal and 5 assists from the blue line to overwhelm the Oilers' defense. The Oilers have been carried by their offense throughout the playoffs, scoring 4.14 goals per game, including 6 goals in Game 1, but the offense fell flat in the recent game, failing to find the back of the net. The hope is that Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl can lift the top 2 lines, as they have scored 15 goals and 41 assists in the playoffs, with a goal and 4 assists in the series, but the rest of the offense hopes to step up as well. Evander Kane, Zach Hyman and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins look to build off of scoring 3 goals and 2 assists in Game 1, while Evan Bouchard and Cody Ceci hope to generate shots from the point, as they have combined for 4 goals and 12 assists in the playoffs, but have only added 1 assist in the series. The Colorado Avalanche are averaging 4.58 goals per game and are scoring on 31.6% of their power play opportunities. Nathan MacKinnon leads Colorado with 10 goals, Cale Makar has 13 assists, and Nazem Kadri has 47 shots on goal. Defensively, the Colorado Avalanche are allowing 2.75 goals per game and are killing 73.3% of their opponents' power plays. Darcy Kuemper has allowed 24 goals on 234 shots faced, and Pavel Francouz has given up 8 goals on 96 shots. The offense looks to bounce back, but the defense has to turn things around if the Oilers hope to avoid elimination, allowing 12 goals in the first 2 games, including 8 goals in the Game 1 loss. Darnell Nurse and Cody Ceci have stepped up as the top pairing, limiting the Avalanche from creating quick scoring chances on the rush, but the rest of the unit has struggled and is allowing the Avalanche to find open ice and generate shots on the net. In addition, goaltender Mike Smith has struggled in the series, saving only 55 of the 65 shots he's faced. The Avalanche have commanded the series and look to control Game 3 as well to take a commanding 3-0 series lead. The problem is that the Oilers will be heading back to their home ice and look to bounce back with a strong performance. The Oilers, who scored 6 goals in Game 1, should find the back of the net throughout the game with Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, and the rest of the forward unit overwhelming the Avalanche defense with speed in all 3 zones and creating open shots with great puck movement in the offensive zone. The Oilers should also limit the Avalanche offense with Darnell Nurse, Cody Ceci, and the rest of the defensive unit stepping up and creating turnovers at the blue line to limit the Avalanche from creating scoring chances on the rush, while Mike Smith steps up in the net and blanks the Oilers' shots. The Oilers should win Game 3 with a much-needed bounce-back performance and provide great odds in the process as home underdogs. Our total pick is over 7, and here is why. The Edmonton Oilers are averaging 4.14 goals per game and are scoring on 27.9% of their power play opportunities. Evander Kane leads Edmonton with 13 goals, Connor McDavid has 21 assists, and Zach Hyman has 59 shots on goal. Defensively, the Edmonton Oilers are allowing 3.5 goals per game and are killing 84% of their opponents' power plays. Mike Smith has allowed 40 goals on 476 shots faced, and Mikko Koskinen has given up 6 goals on 58 shots. The offense was fantastic for Colorado this season. They ranked 4th in goals per game and 4th in shots per game. Mikko Rantanen led Colorado with 92 points, and he had scored 36 goals, which also led the team. Rantanen has 15 points through 12 playoff games. Nathan MacKinnon is second on the team with 16 points in 12 playoff games. He has recorded at least 1 point in all but 2 playoff games. Gabriel Landeskog and Nazem Kadri each have 14 points in 12 playoff games. Defense and goaltending were fairly decent for the Avalanche this season. The team ranked 9th in goals against per game and 19th in shots against per game. Darcy Kuemper had a 37-12-4 record with a 2.54 GAA and a .921 SV%. He ranked tied for 4th in shutouts among all goalies in the league, with 5 shutouts on the season. Kuemper has been sharp in the playoffs. He has allowed 2 goals or less in 6 out of 9 starts, and he has allowed more than 3 goals in just 1 playoff game. Kuemper has a 6-2 record with a 2.44 GAA and .904 SV% in the playoffs. Unfortunately, Kuemper was forced to leave Game 1 due to an upper body injury, and it is not known how long his absence will be. Kuemper missed Game 2, but Pavel Francouz was perfect in the net, stopping all 24 shots faced. Cale Makar was 2nd in points, 1st in goals, and tied for 5th in assists among all defensemen in the league. Makar leads the Avalanche in the playoffs with 17 points in 12 games played in the playoffs. He had 3 points in 3 out of 4 games in the first round, and he had 3 assists in the second round. Makar scored a goal and had 2 assists in Game 1 of this series, and he had 1 assist in Game 2. The Oilers were very good on offense this season. They ranked 8th in goals per game and 10th in shots per game this year. Connor McDavid led the team with 123 points on the season, and he finished 1st in the league in points. Leon Draisaitl had 110 points, and he finished 3rd in the league in points. Edmonton scored 4 goals or more in each of the 5 games in the second round. They scored a whopping 6 goals in a loss in Game 1, but they did not score a goal in Game 2 of this series. Connor McDavid leads Edmonton with 29 points in 14 games played. McDavid had a goal and 2 assists in Game 1. Leon Draisaitl is just behind McDavid with 28 points in 14 games played in the playoffs. Draisaitl had 2 assists in Game 1. Edmonton scored 4 goals or more in each of the 5 games in the second round, and they scored 6 goals in Game 1 against Colorado. Connor McDavid leads Edmonton with 29 points in 14 games played in the playoffs. Leon Draisaitl is just behind McDavid with 28 points in 14 playoff games. Mike Smith has started all 14 games so far in these playoffs, and he has a 3.19 GAA and .916 SV%. Smith allowed 3 goals or more in 4 out of 5 games in the second round. He got crushed in Game 1 by the Avalanche's high-power defense. Smith allowed 6 goals on 25 shots faced in Game 1. He allowed 4 goals in Game 2. Colorado was excellent all season on offense, and they scored 3 goals or more in 5 out of 6 games in the second round. In the first round, Colorado scored 5 goals or more in 3 out of 4 games. They started this series on the right foot on offense, scoring 8 goals in Game 1 and 4 goals in Game 2. The offense has been rolling in the playoffs for Colorado. Cale Makar leads the Avalanche in the playoffs with 17 points in 12 games played in the playoffs. Makar had 3 points in 3 out of 4 games in the first round, and he had 3 assists in the second round. He scored a goal and had 2 assists in Game 1, and he had 1 assist in Game 2. Nathan MacKinnon is second on the team with 16 points in the playoffs, and he has recorded at least 1 point in all but 2 playoff games. Both teams have been on fire offensively in the playoffs, and that will continue. Edmonton will bounce back on offense after Game 2. The over will hit in Game 3. Disclaimer, no financial advice. The information on this channel is provided for education and informational purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. The information contained in or provided from or through this channel is not intended to be and does not constitute financial advice, investment advice, trading advice, or any other advice. The information on this channel and provided from or through this channel is general in nature and is not specific to you, the user, or anyone else. You should not make any decision, financial, investment, trading, or otherwise, based on any of the information presented on this channel without undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or financial advisory.